your name was?
Jeffrey.
Oh, yeah. Jeffrey.
Yeah, Ilan, hello.
Hello, and you're with Ascendo.
I am with Ascendo, yes.
And tell me about the particular setup we have in this Trinnov room right here.
In this Ascendo Trinnov room, we are having a 11.13.8 system. So obviously 11, the surround layer, then 13 is the subwoofer number, and we have a waveforming setup with 6 subwoofers in the front, which are 16-inch active subwoofers from Ascendo, 6 subwoofers in the back, and we have a single 32 for the infrasonics, which is integrated by Adam Peltz as a calibrator, working 20 hertz and down.
Wow. And is the subwoofer array, is it 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top?
No, the subwoofers are arrayed in a way that they have the mirror image on the walls. That's how waveforming works, right? Yeah. So what it does, it actually doubles the number of subwoofers seen in the room, and it creates a planar wavefront. So they are on pedestals in the room that are, I'm not sure now, about quarter wavelength from the side wall, both ways, right?
Yeah.
So you have the perfect reflection on the walls,
Right. And then you've got that massive infrasonic subwoofer in the corner.
Yep.
Tell me more about that one.
So the 32 can be used in many different applications. It can be used as a full range subwoofer. It can be used as a only infrasonic subwoofer, and that's what we're doing here now to pressurize the room, because waveforming does not pressurize the room. It takes basically it builds a pressure wave moving through the room, which is called a planar wavefront. And then when it hits the back of the room, it's being absorbed by the rear subwoofers, right? So there is no pressure being built in the room. But what it does, of course, it eliminates the standing wave, the standing modes in the room. And so with the infrasonic subwoofer, then we build the pressure again below the lowest room mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And 32 is the size of this particular one.
Correct, yes.
But you do make even larger ones.
Well, as we show here, we do a 24-inch, we do a 32-inch, 50, 80, we do now a 64 and the 100.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
And so the 28-inch, as you can see, is a squared subwoofer.
Right.
And the squared subwoofer has the same cone area as a 32-inch. And the 32-inch in this particular case has 45 millimeter, which is 1.5 inch. No, actually, it's not true. 45 millimeter is, I think it's 2 inches almost, right? 50 millimeter is 2 inches, right? So anyway, a little bit shy of 2 inches linear travel each way. So it travels almost 4 inches when you look at the full cycle.
Yeah.
So it moves a lot of air.
Yeah.
And that's what it's designed for, to move a lot of air, to pressurize the room below 20 hertz.
Below 20 hertz.
Yes.
And are all of the ear level speakers in that room the same?
They are. They are 10-inch point source coaxial. We have 2 different shapes in this room. One is an on-wall version, which is kind of a rectangular shape, and one is what we call a wedge version. So it has a 30-degree angle, because in a home theater room, as you may or may not know, if you read RP22 CDR standards, you need to point the loudspeaker towards the reference listening position, that you have a perfect coverage of the entire space.
Right. There were 8 height channels, is that right?
There is 8 height channels, yes, and the front speakers we're using not the 10-inch, but in this case the 12-inch point source coaxial for left, center, and right.
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
So the normal speakers are driven by the Trinnov Amplitude 16. For the front channels, we bridge them, so we use 800 watts for the front channels and 200 watts for surround layer for each and every surround speaker. Whoa. And also top speaker.
And what's powering the big bad boy?
So the big bad boy is powered by our 10 kilowatt, or actually 2x5 kilowatt infrasonic subwoofer amplifier. The special thing about our infrasonic subwoofer amplifier is most amplifiers are not designed to go below 20 hertz with a lot of power. Why? Because the power supply of the amplifiers usually is designed for quick and snappy bass for rock concerts. Which usually happens at around 30 to 40 hertz kind of all day long, right? But this amplifier is specifically designed to work below 20 hertz, so it has a linear frequency response down to 3 hertz. Only after 3 hertz it rolls off.
Yeah.
And so the power supply is designed much bigger because you need to deliver a lot more current when you drive below 20 hertz. And that's what we do with this amplifier. So this amplifier can deliver below 20 hertz all day long.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. And what kind of clientele are the ones that actually, pick like the 80 and the 100 inch?
The one that doesn't ask about a price.
Right. But these are still home theaters.
Absolutely.
This isn't a commercial theater we're talking about?
Absolutely. No, we're not dealing with commercial theater, because you need to think about one thing. A commercial theater has one thing in mind: making money. It's all about making money. So if they would install, let's say, an 80 or an 100 or whatever kind of inch subwoofer in a commercial theater, they would need to raise the ticket prices 3-fold or 5-fold, because our stuff is so expensive. It's not about the price really, but a residential theater of that scale probably costs 20 to 50 or 100 times more than a commercial theater.
Yeah.
Right? Because that kind of customer doesn't ask about a price, he just wants the best.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And these are the theaters, I mean, of course you would like to hear about them and you would like to see them in action and all that kind of stuff, but we sign actually NDAs because these are VIPs or VVIPs. You all know by name because they're so, famous, but we cannot talk about it because it's just the way these deals work,
Oh, so if I found out somebody who actually has one of the 80 inch or 100 inch, I wouldn't be able to do a home theater tour because of a signed NDA?
No, yes. Because they don't want, of course, their homes to be published in video or magazines or whatever.
That makes total
sense, right?
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I think that's all the questions I had, unless there's anything else that you didn't go over that you...
I mean, that would take probably more time than you have right now on this channel, but I mean, you're happy to come back and we can cover more specific questions if you have them.
Okay.
Why our stuff is, designed the way it is and how we do that and how we achieve the performance we do.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, it's not just because I'm here standing, with Geoffrey here, but I mean, obviously Trinnov goes all out in any expo that I've ever been to, and this is no exception, because especially with the Ascendo speakers, this is the first time I have heard a Trinnov system with Ascendo speakers, and I mean, it's cream of the crop. It's the best of the best, and I'm not just saying that. And it's the kind of cinematic experience where, as I'm sitting down, I can feel the fabric of my shorts and my shirt moving because the pressurization is so tight in that room. It's just an experience I haven't even experienced in the cinema before. So this is even better than the actual going to the movies.
And I think the key word you just said is tight. It's not sloppy, not boomy. To produce low bass is easy and cheap.
Sure.
But to produce low bass tight, that it's snappy, fast.
Yeah.
This is really a different level, what we're doing here. And that's how we differentiate ourselves from the rest of the companies that claim to have also infrasonic bass,
Yeah, because you wouldn't think a 32-inch subwoofer could produce tight, quick bass.
Correct, yes.
But it does.
So I hope I see you at CEDIA, because we have something very special in mind for our CEDIA demo.
Oh,
And
okay.
maybe if you're happening, to travel to Denver in a month, it's actually less than a month.
Right.
We would be happily showing you what we got there.
Okay.
We have
something to look forward to.
Yep, new tricks up our sleeves,
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, thanks, Geoffrey.
Absolutely.
It's been
Alan.
amazing. And catch you next time.